Good morning, students. So this is your revision lecture for PA1 exam. So first of all, a question can be asked, what is electrostatics? It is a branch of physics which deals with the electric charge, electric field, electric potential, like this, and the charges at rest. It is a branch of physics that deals with the study of electric field, electric potential, and energy of the charges at rest, that is electrostatics. Stat means not moving. So where it is used? Photocopy machine is based on electrostatics. Capacitor is a device that is based on electrostatics, like this. Photocopy. This capacitor, it is also used in every radio, television, everywhere. Lightning and thunder can be explained by the knowledge of electrostatics. So next topic is, what is electric charge? You take example, plastic scale, rub it with your head, it can pick a piece of paper. You have done the rubbing, scale has got charged due to rubbing, and that charge is electric charge. So what is this electric charge? So electric charge is a feature that is gained by a particle means scale, due to which it apply force on other particle means piece of paper. A feature developed by a particle by which it apply a force of attraction on another particle. So this is the definition of electric charge. Two type of charges are there, positive and negative. So similar charges, they repel each other, and opposite charges, they attract each other. You do the rubbing, friction comes into play, and friction is mainly responsible for the developing of electric charge on a particle. We do the rubbing, friction come into play, friction is responsible for the electric charge, and due to electric charge, electricity develops. So this electricity is known as frictional electricity. But the charges on the scale, they are not moving, so they are the charges at rest, and this is electrostatics, studying of the charges that are at rest. You can give the example, a teacher is writing on the board, she is rubbing the chalk on the board. The chalk particles, they will also get charged due to rubbing, and the board particles also get charged due to rubbing. Chalk particles get attracted to the board particles. A electrostatic force start existing between the chalk particles and the board particles. So this is an example of electrostatic force. So writing on board is possible due to electrostatic force. Whitewashing is also possible on the wall due to electrostatic force. Electricity due to charges at rest. Because in this example, either the chalk particles will get positive charge or the board particles will negative charge. So there will be a one positive charge and there will be a one negative charge. But both the charges, they are not moving, they are at rest. So a force of attraction start existing between these two opposite charges. That force of attraction is known as electrostatic force. Electrostatic force will exist between positive charge and negative charge. So you can say writing on board is possible due to electrostatic force. Whitewashing is also possible due to electrostatic force. Suppose due to rubbing, one object got charged. So if a object is we want to find if a object is having charge or not. For that, apparatus is used. That apparatus name is gold leaf electroscope. This device is used to find whether object has charge or not on it. So here it is the touching point of gold leaf electroscope, and it has two gold leaves placed inside the glass container. When you touch a charged or uncharged object here, the leaves of gold leaf electroscope will spread. If they are spreading, that means the touching object has charge. If they are not spreading, that means the touching object has no charge. Because suppose if you touch a positive charge object here, this leaf will also get positive charge, this leaf will also get positive charge. So this plate will repel this plate. So both the plates will got spread, and you know the touching object is having the charge. So to know whether object is charged or not charged, we use a device whose name is gold leaf electroscope. So next topic is electrostatic series. Suppose you have rubbed a glass rod with a silk cloth. The glass rod will get the positive charge and silk cloth will get the negative charge. So this is a former member, this is a later member. F for first, L for last, former member, last member. So electrostatic series is a series which is a series of material. You can say electrostatic series is a series of material in which if a former member is rubbed with a later member, the former will get the positive charge and the later member will get the negative charge. Series of members, the series of material in which if a former material is rubbed with a later material, the former will get the positive charge and later will get the negative charge. In this glass comes first, then flannel, this is the type of material, wool, silk, so hard metal, rubber, wax, plastic, sulfur. So this is a series, electrostatic series that you can remember. So next topic is electron theory of electric charge. So what is electron theory? It says nucleus of an atom is positively charged. Electrons revolve around the nucleus and they are equal to the number of protons. Electrons are negatively charged and proton is positively charged. But the net charge on an atom is 0 because the number of electrons is equal to number of protons. When an atom loses electron, it becomes positively charged. When it gains electron, it becomes a negatively charged. If an atom is losing electron or gaining electron, it is known as electrification. So electron is lost, electron is gained. So electrification is possible only due to electron. So an atom can only apply the electrostatic force if it has some net charge. If net charge is 0, it can't apply the electrostatic force. So electrostatic force is applied only due to charges. And you know that proton is a heavy particle and a lot of energy is required to move the proton. That's why during rubbing only electrons are moving and proton is not able to move. Heavy, more energy is required to move, like this. Next topic is classification of materials. There are two types of material, conductors and insulators. Conductors allow charge to move through them and insulators do not allow charge to move through them. Copper and human body is a conductor and insulator, plastic is an insulator. Suppose object is there and object has equal number of positive charges and equal number of negative charges and they all are moving. Okay, suppose this is object, it will have equal number of positive charges and equal number of negative charges and these all charges are moving. They are not well defined. Positive and negative charges are not well defined. So this is a concept of non-polarized. So this is a non-polarized object. But now take a glass rod. Now take a positive charged glass rod near to non-polarized object. What will happen? This positive will attract all the negative charges to one side. All the negative charges of the object, they will gather on one side and positive charges, they will be repelled to the other side, like this. So now this object has become polarized. So this is a concept of polarization. Charges got polarized. When a charged body is brought near an uncharged body, the uncharged body got polarized. So when a charged body is brought near an uncharged body, the uncharged body got polarized. Okay, like this. So the topic name is different methods. So topic name is methods of charging and induction. With different methods of charging. So first we will discuss this method by conduction. By conduction. In this method, a touch is made. A charged body is touched with the uncharged body. Suppose this plastic rod is having negative charge and this object is a non-polarized object. When a plastic rod is touched with this object, the negative charge will transfer to the object. Object will get negative charge because some charges from plastic rod get transferred to the object. So this is when a touch is made. So this type of charging is known as charging by conduction. And another type of charging is there, charging by induction. A glass rod which is positively charged brought near a body. The body will become polarized. Negative charges they will gather on one face of the body. Positive charges they will gather on one face of the body. Suppose you have earth on one side of the body. What will happen? This positive will pull the negative electrons from the earth and will get neutralized. So this object got only negative charged. Now remove this earthen wire and then remove the glass rod. So before the experiment was conducted, the body is having equal amount of positive and equal amount of negative charge, so net charge is 0. But when you complete this experiment, you remove this earth wire, you remove this glass rod, the object will get negatively charged. So this is a method, this method is known as charging by induction method. You can explain step by step. Step number 1, step number 2. Remove the earthen wire first and then remove the positively charged glass rod. So object will become negatively charged. So you have charged the object without touching it. So this type of charging is known as charging by induction.